It is a WAG Wednesday special. 5 o'clock today, Samantha Reynolds will be joining us. Talk about life as a hot gal married to a pro ball player. We also have Nick's Sixers tonight, the home debut of the Beard, Blues Rangers.
Whoa!
There you go. And, of course, the reality that today is day one. Last night was your first night without baseball. What'd you guys all do? How'd you spend the night?
Defensive 3-second violation and technical fouls. That's how I did, Craig.
Yeah. Well, the Nets played last night.
Without further explanation, yes. That's how I spent my night.
Maybe the guys on the Nets should learn the rules of the sport.
They suck, dude.
Maybe you had a cover guy once in a while.
They suck.
Yeah.
How are you?
I'm great. I'm the happiest guy in this
Good.
building.
Let's not bring up the Nets ever again for the rest of the show.
I'm good with that.
Good. Let's move on. How are you?
I'm doing great.
Great.
Everyone's all panicked. Everyone's yelling and screaming. Everyone's all pissed off. People mad at me. People mad at you. People mad everywhere. Like, let's be honest, folks. What have you really lost thus far? You haven't lost a damn
We've
thing.
lost hope, Craig.
You never lose hope.
Yeah, we did.
Nah, you can't lose hope.
See, here's the thing, and I know
Hope
you
is
don't
like love.
understand
You
this.
can't lose it.
In the middle of February and March, it's very cold out here in the Northeast. And sometimes it snows, and sometimes it's 25 degrees. And for a lot of us, not all of us, we think of simpler things. We think of the spring.
Yeah.
We think of the crack of the bat.
Ooh.
We think of baseball. And as we sit here today on March 2nd, we don't have that hope. I don't have the ability to say, oh, the Nets suck, or oh, it's cold outside, or oh, the Islanders are terrible, but don't worry, baseball's coming.
Yeah.
I can't say that. Big Mac can't say that.
Oh.
Nobody listening can say that.
Man.
So when you ask us in a very polite way, and I
just
appreciate
want to know how you
what
guys
have we
spent your
lost?
first night without baseball.
We lost hope, Craig.
Is that
That's
right?
what we
I
lost.
don't think you lost a damn thing. And you guys are all moping around here today and a good part of yesterday. And I'm saying to myself, come on. Like, I want to smack you. I just want to come over and smack you and shake you. Like, I want to have, like, Big Mac shaking syndrome. I want to shake him and shake him and shake him is what I want to do. Like, they did you a favor.
No, they
That's
didn't.
how I view it.
No, they didn't.
More time with your family, more time with your kids, more time changing diapers, more time showing your kids how to, use a chainsaw or whatever you people do when you're home alone with your children. They did you a solid. They're giving you a chance to find other pursuits, other hobbies, other things that turn you on. And I'll tell you one, I think, at least yesterday, one glaring mistake the players made yesterday, and I'll give you a mistake the owners made as well, so it's even Steven, okay?
You're very down the middle, Craig.
No. I see both sides for what it is, Evan. I've no dog in this fight. I don't get paid by either side. I'm just a guy who doesn't care that baseball's gone.
Right.
Because you could bring it back Memorial Day, and there's still too many games.
You got to stop saying that.
And I'd be good, okay?
You got to stop saying that.
You can't complain if you are the players at large, okay? Because I recognize the younger guys who don't feel like they've gotten their worth. I respect that. You cannot complain to the American people during this moment in history about how you're not being treated fairly financially and have Noah Syndergaard amongst the guys that are complaining in a photo opportunity.
Yeah.
It is a bad look when Noah Syndergaard, who made how much money for 2 innings of pitching? Let's be honest about it.
Way too much.
I think it's $18 million,
Right.
$20 million bucks.
And he's making 22 this year if they play.
So I just, to me, when I see that, and to be honest, I couldn't name half the guys in that picture.
Right.
I don't even know who they are, but I know who he is.
Right.
And if you're looking to pick sides, maybe you should, maybe you shouldn't. It really doesn't matter. We as fans are the only ones that are getting screwed here. Players aren't getting screwed. Owners aren't getting screwed. Fans and employees at the ballpark are getting screwed. Mm-hmm. But you cannot complain as a group when Noah Syndergaard is in the group.
It's a Look, I think the players, for the most part, are winning this PR battle, even though we're all a bunch of losers. But where the players are always going to struggle is they are not relatable.
Correct.
Noah Syndergaard is not relatable. It would be very similar to the owner of the Pittsburgh Pirates, and I had a little bit of a dust-up on Twitter with some Pittsburgh Pirate fan, because baseball fans are turning on each other. That's what happens.
Sure.
We're all like, it's a civil war of baseball fans. but the owner of the Pittsburgh Pirates could not stand in front of a podium and cry about losing money because nobody would relate to that billionaire. On a lesser scale, but a more relatable scale, when you see someone we all know and Noah Syndergaard standing there.
It's embarrassing.
It doesn't look
like,
good.
and they don't get that part of it. Maybe they're tone deaf too. But even if you take him out, what I've gotten a lot on Twitter, I assume you probably have too, because this is the rhetoric amongst like hardcore blue collar baseball fans. Listen, when a guy's minimum salary was going to be guaranteed at $700,000, even that's not relatable to the majority of Americans.
None of this is relatable.
So both sides, in my opinion, they don't get that. They never have. I guess they never will. And that's the saddest part about it.
Well, they don't care. Like, that's the problem. I don't think that the owners, the commissioner, or the players ultimately care about how we feel as fans. They may give it lip service. They may say that they care. Yeah. But at the end of the day, they don't. And look, anytime you try to make a labor issue regarding any of the major sports, including hockey, anytime you try to make it relatable, it's a failed mission. It's not relatable.
Correct.
There's nothing about being a pro athlete or an MLB owner that's relatable to even you or I or anybody listening. So nothing is ever going to come to us and say, oh, you know what? I know how he feels. None of us know how the owner of the Pirates feels or even the lowest paid baseball player feels. None of it's relatable.
No, which is why we are in the process behind the scenes of putting together the greatest opening day New York has had in many, many years. We are in the process of putting it together right now, Evan. I don't want to tell you where it might be because then that's going to open up a whole can of worms that I won't be able to close if it doesn't go there. But know this, that there is going to be an opening day here in New York, my friends, and you're all going to be invited to join us. We'll make it a charitable endeavor, but opening day will take place if it's the last thing Carton and Roberts ever does on this radio station. I'm very excited about it, I have to say.
I'm more excited today than I was yesterday, but I'm still going to need a little bit more time to build up my excitement.
I am completely energized towards the first ever Carton and Roberts, Boomer and Gio, Tiki and Tierney, WFAN, unofficial, official opening day. I'm also very excited that we have a WAG coming by today because that seems to be the single most important segment on this radio station. And I was thinking driving into work today, what are we going to do today to brighten people's day, to be positive, to let people enjoy a little bit? Because right now, listen, everyone's downtrodden. Everyone's miserable right now. I am not among those people. I have nothing to be miserable about when it comes to yesterday's announcement. So today's a great day to have a beautiful woman stop on by and just talk about being beautiful and all the things that come along with being a hot woman.
Yeah, because I know nothing about that, by the way. I know nothing about being a hot woman.
No, none of us do.
So
that's why we live vicariously, those who are.
Right.
That's why WAG Wednesday is such a popular segment. Even if Scott Rosenberg, who sucks at giving mortgages, doesn't like it on Twitter. Too bad, Scott. Wednesdays at 5 o'clock. It's WAG Wednesday.
My third favorite part about WAG Wednesday, not my favorite part, not my second favorite part. My third favorite part about WAG Wednesday is reading people's comments to you on Twitter.
Well, listen, that usually doesn't go well.
Yeah, but it's still funny.
It usually doesn't go well. And I have decided, with Evan's input, of course, that when we do this game, we are going to try to find whatever the union is that represents stadium workers.
It has to be.
There's got to be a union that does that.
As much as
that's where we're going to give the money to.
As much as I may be upset or Big Mac may be upset, and we are with diehard baseball fans, the people that work at Yankee Stadium, the people that work at Citi Field are getting hosed. And no one gives a rat's ass about them.
Yeah.
Let's be honest. The commissioner doesn't. The owners don't. The players don't. Nobody does. All right? So to me, that is the only logical group of people that should benefit from the first ever and hopefully only ever. Yeah, we don't need this 5 years from now when there's another work stoppage. Carton Roberts, WFAN opening day. They need to benefit because they're getting hosed.
I could be dead wrong. I'm sure if someone check in. I believe it's Local 153, I believe, is the union that covers for Yankee Stadium. It may be a different one. Obviously, it's a different borough, so there's a chance it is a different local for Citi Field. I'll find out. But I know there are unions that represent them. So when we pull off this softball game to celebrate opening day the right way, all the money raised is going to go towards those unions that represent and support stadium workers, concession takers, parking lot attendants. I imagine there's probably multiple unions involved. So we will find out who they are, and we will make sure that they're a part of this. Because we got to raise money for those people.
They're getting hosed the
people,
most.
Those 81 home games represent income for a lot of families.
And there's a good chance you're going to take 20 away from them, or whatever that number turns out to be. They're the ones getting hosed the most. It's not even close.
Now, I do remember during COVID, I know the Yankees did, so I'm going to assume the Mets did too. I just don't know for a fact if they did. I know the Yankees set up a distress fund for their stadium workers during the height of Corona,
right.
when no one was going to games.
Right.
And I know the Yankees put $1.4 million into that. So they try to do right by those people.
We'll see what the Yankees and Mets do this year.
Yeah.
Because there's missed games, obviously. They're not going to make up these last 5 games that are being canceled from the Mets schedule. Yankee Stadium games are about to be canceled next week.
Right.
There's going to be games missed. Let's see what they do about it.
You know what I wonder now? Here's a good question for you.
Mm-hmm.
If we do this game at a place like, I don't know, let me make up a place. Okay, the College of Staten Island.
Right.
They have a 2,500-seat baseball stadium. It's great, okay? Could Pete Alonso play in that game?
He should.
Could Aaron Boone come play in that game? Could
Can
Trevor
they
May play in that game?
I mean, it's softball. It's not baseball. Why not?
And it's no affiliation to a professional park.
Yeah.
Right? So it's totally independent.
That would be awesome.
They're allowed to do what they want in their free time now, right?
I want to see Giancarlo Stanton hit a home run off of you.
Yeah.
And then put his hoodie on as he's rounding the bases.
I think this could become one of the great events in New York City history. I really do. And I can't wait to. But that's the question. Like, those guys could play, right?
Technically, yeah. Like,
All
it's
right.
not professional baseball. It's not like Bryce Harper's going to Tokyo to play for the Giants. It's a charity softball game.
All right. Well, listen.
Why not?
It's in the works. I can tell you that. I know Boomer was off today. I chatted with Boomer last night about it. Well, we texted each other.
Boy, these vacation days around here.
His only concern, of course, was weather. And I said, I'll check the farmer's almanac. I can't tell you what the weather's going to be.
He's concerned about the weather?
Yeah, he was concerned about the weather a bit. Yeah, that's right. That's right. So, but we'll figure it out, okay? We will figure it out.
It may rain, yes.
Well, I'm
that
not worried about the rain.
That could happen in June. That could happen in August.
I think he was worried about being too cold.
Oh, no. Oh, no, it may be cold?
I think that's what he was asking.
Come on, he played professional football in Cincinnati.
Yeah.
Now he's worried about the cold?
Yeah, that's right. Well, listen, so it's going to be fantastic. It's going to be fantastic. And I can't wait. So as we move closer to opening day, as soon as we have it locked up, obviously we'll tell you. But I think it's going to be fantastic. Are you going to play or no?
Will I play in it?
Yeah, do you want to play in it?
Because
we got to order uniforms and all that stuff.
You know, I love playing. I also love broadcasting. I may want to do both. Can I do both?
Yeah, better that you do that because I don't want to broadcast.
You don't?
No interest in it.
You don't want to talk to the audience who's listening?
Yeah, for a couple hours, then I want to go play. I like to play. I'm like a kid. Just let me play.
Tell me if this is okay. Tell me if this is kosher.
Good.
I want to take an at-bat, maybe pitch an inning, and then the rest of it I broadcast.
100% done.
That's what I'd want to do.
Done. Done and done. All good.
Yeah. Because you got to remember, opening day for everyone who shows up to that game, the 2,500 people, a lot of them are going to be the way I feel, which is I want to channel what this would have felt like at Citi Field. So to me, to sit there above home plate with a nice view, with my scorebook out, like that to me is going to be channeling a little bit of opening day. So an at-bat, an inning on the mound, and then broadcasting. I'm in.
All right.
Let's
you're
go.
In. All right. Nice. You're in. Big Mac, hot dog concessions, you in or out? We got to raise money for the charities.
Yeah,
for the unions.
2 at-bats, third base for at least 3 innings.
Not happening. I can't give you that. I can't give you that. I can give you an inning at third and 1 at-bat. Yes, for sure. Lock that in. And you bring your family to the game, too. I'll bring your boys on the field before the game. How's that?
Sounds great.
All right, there you go. All right, he's done. Tommy has no interest. He's done. We're well on our way. I feel good about it.
Will you at least do a half inning with me?
Yes.
Oh,
sure.
Nice. All right, a victory.
Like when we're at bat. Yeah. 877-337-6666. Carton Roberts on the Fan. Listen, whatever your emotional reaction is to this lockout and the fact that baseball's not starting anytime soon, Bring it right now. This is the place to vent. It's Carton and Roberts on the Fan.